Welcome into another geometry word problem, my party people. And so remember, it doesn't matter how anxious you are. It doesn't matter how freaked out you are, how much you're blanking out. Remember that we have control over our actions and we can give ourselves as much of an opportunity to be successful on this as possible. So remember, what's the very first step in any word problem? It's what do you want? What's the question asking me to figure out? So regardless of if you know how to do this or not, that's not going to stop you in terms of can we just spot the question? What's the question telling me to find? That's it. So remember, take it one step at a time because this is going to help you discover, hey, this is what I know, this is what I don't know, this is what I need to work on. So step one, read the question. What do I want? So it says if the base is 7 feet long, how tall is it? So okay, cool. It's safe to say that we're looking for some sort of height. So we can say blank feet tall, and again, it's probably labeled as some sort of height. Now you want to think in this way because remember, if you're talking about geometry, times are going to tell you that you are going to have a base, a height, a length, or a width, or things like that. And if you can recognize those things being stated in the problem, then you might be able to recognize the formula that you might need to use. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the information now and see what kind of clues we have to guide us. First things first, I noticed that it immediately says, hey, a triangular frame. Well, guess what? I know that we're dealing with a triangle then, so let me go ahead and draw myself a triangle. Yes, I can draw perfect triangles. Look at that. I can even adjust my drawings in real time because I'm just Picasso. So with that said, we have a triangular frame. And then this part might be confusing to some of us. It says it covers 28 square feet on its surface. What does that mean? It covers 28 square feet? Is that perimeter? Is that area? Is that volume? Like, what is that? So this is where, again, when you understand nuance, when you understand the little details, this is going to prove to be a huge helper for you. I got you. So whenever we're talking about square units, square feet, square inches, square yards, whatever, we're talking about area. We are talking about area. Remember that the square in square feet, it just denotes that you're dealing with the second dimension. If you're just saying feet, first dimension. So straight line distance. If you say square feet, well, that's space. And then if you say cubic feet, that's three-dimensional space because it's the third power. So remember, one more time, square feet can be written as feet squared. That's the two I'm talking about right there. So with that said, let me go ahead now. And again, remind you, 28 square feet, the key here is that that refers to area. So the area of this triangle equals 28 square feet. That's huge for us, huge, because the moment that you know you're dealing with something formulaic, like perimeter, area, surface area, volume, circumference, anything like that, you know that there's a formula associated with it, and you should be ready to state that formula whenever needed. So here, we're dealing with a triangle, and we're dealing with area. So what is the formula for the area of a triangle? Let me help you out. The area of a triangle is going to be the base times the height divided by 2. That's it right there. Base times height divided by 2. Or you can say 1/2 base times height. You might know it that way too. But this is the easier way to write it in my opinion because it makes it easier to solve the formula for B or H. So with that said, what else do we know? Well, we also know, right over here, that we are given the base as 7 feet long. So my base is 7 feet long. We want to know how tall it is, so we want to know the height. And we are given the area as, again, 28 square feet. So all we're going to do here is we're going to plug in the information and we're going to have ourselves a good time. That's it. The area that we're given, my party people, remember that was 28. Then the base that we were given was 7. And then we're looking for the height, and then we are filling in the rest of the formula. Now, all I have to do, my party people, all I got to do is go ahead and solve this equation here, and we're set. Here we go. First things first, I could probably get away with multiplying both sides by 2, or you could divide both sides by 7. Either way, you're just trying to get rid of everything around the h right there. So again, like I said, we can multiply both sides by 2 to get rid of that entire denominator so that we can have 7h equals 28 times 2, which would give us 56. It's very wise to know your mental math to be able to do stuff like that in your head because it saves you time. Next up, and lastly, we would divide both sides by 7. And before I say the final answer, remember, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. You know how much it helps us out, and we know how much we are excited to really help you out. So I want you to be as excited for us as we are about you. The answer here will be h equals 8, and it'll be 8 feet. And there it is, my party people. The answer is B, 8 feet. And remember that if you want to practice literally thousands upon thousands of problems just like this with step-by-step written explanations, we got your back because we have everything you need in our full program, and that's going to be located right there at that QR code or this QR code right here. We're excited to help you guys out. Our full program is free for a full week, no credit card required. Get in that thing, my party people, and then we'll see you in the next video, or we'll see you on the website. Let's ace the ASVAB.